Smut 1 2.
Smut 3 4.
Welcome back to the Blush and Burn Books podcast. I'm Laura Eakin.
And I'm Annie Baxter.
So we are diving into the world of arcs.
We've done this before. Once in a while you'll get a random one where you're like, I did not see that coming. I clicked that one on a whim.
Yeah, or like at the very beginning. You
Yeah.
click it at the very beginning and then you're like,
whoa.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay. When everybody is like trying to build up all the hype, we believe in hype, but at the same time, we believe hype needs to be deserved.
Well, I have been disappointed before.
Yes, and book talk.
Book talk.
You know what you've done.
You know what you've done.
Done some things.
You're listening to the Blush and Burn Books podcast,
where two sisters read anything from slow burns to heart-pounding spice. I'm Laura.
And I'm Annie. Grab your favorite drink and let's get bookish.
Smut 1 2.
Smut 3 4.
Welcome back to the Blush and Burn Books podcast. I'm Laura Eakin.
And I'm Annie Baxter.
I am actually really excited to talk about what we're talking about today.
I am too, only because we have dived into this particular thing head first, and we are probably not coming out.
Because we are actually really, really enjoying it. And
I mean, it's giving me a little bit of anxiety. I'm not going to lie.
It does.
Because it adds to my TBR.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, I'm here for it. Let's go.
Yep, I'm here for it. So we are diving into the world of arcs.
We've done this before, dabbled a little bit.
Yes.
With like indie authors and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're going to take it to a little bit of a different level, I think.
Yes. And so the content you'll be seeing from us is definitely going to be taking a shift and like a change, because our goal is to bring you the books that we are reading in arc form, giving you honest and fair reviews, because we find that to be extremely important, especially when everybody is like trying to build up all the hype. We believe in hype, but at the same time, we believe hype needs to be deserved.
Well, I have been disappointed before.
Yes, and book talk.
Book talk.
You know what you've done.
You know what you've done.
You've done some things. So if you are looking for fair and honest reviews on books that are coming out or that are currently released, that will be something that we will be doing a lot more of here. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit the bell so that you get notified when we release these episodes, because in all honesty, they may not be consistent. We are dependent upon these arcs coming in.
Yes.
And sometimes we don't get the ones we want.
I know, it's kind of a bummer. Sometimes you request some arcs and then you don't get them. And I get why. I understand why. But then once in a while you'll get a random one where you're like, I did not see that coming. I clicked that one on a whim.
Yeah, or like at the very beginning. You click it at the very beginning and then you're like,
whoa.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're talking about right now, well, I mean, kind of what we're talking about, like clicking and getting received, is NetGalley.
NetGalley will be the majority of books that we receive.
Yes. Current. Like ones that are like publishers are putting out.
Yes.
They're not indie.
Nope. Well, some of them are indie, but
That's
a lot
true.
of them are
You're
coming
right.
through
Some
traditional
of them are,
publishing.
but most of them are coming through some kind of a traditional. Even if some of them are a smaller publisher,
yep,
they're still coming through NetGalley.
Yes. So that will be where we get the bulk of our books and our arcs.
Yeah.
So, but today we're going to explain a little bit about arcs and what they are.
Right. Maybe we should talk about first, really quick. We have someone writes a book.
Yep.
Goes to their editor. Goes to an alpha reader.
Yep.
Alpha reader goes to beta reader. And beta reader goes to an arc.
Yep.
And so I'm sure we all know arcs are sent out.
These are
usually
completed books
a month before release date to
or
get hype, and
Yep.
also to start calculating their reviews so that when it is released, there is a little bit of information there.
Yes.
To help readers make decisions on, if this book is for them, and
Yep. And generate the hype.
And generate the hype.
Yeah. And, a lot of the times that arc is going to be the completed book. This is what is going out to the reader. So it has been through all the editing processes.
Yeah. I mean,
And there are times where Randy and I have already been like, this needed one more run through.
Yeah.
But we'll be honest about those. Those are things that we're going to be sharing here as well.
I think that there should be a little bit more of like of emphasis put on an alpha reader, if I'm being honest. I feel like there should be a little bit of a bigger pool for alpha readers. I think that from what I've seen, sometimes that pool falls smaller
Yes.
than what I think it should be. Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree. I think that if I say we as in the royal we, if we are selected to be alpha and beta readers, even if it's your friend, honesty. If you are doing this, I truly believe that we need to make sure that we aren't trying to just blow smoke up somebody's ass. Like, honesty in those moments are crucial, and they could probably make or break a book for someone.
Yeah, and I think you need multiple alpha readers.
Yes.
Multiple.
You need more than just the handful
I think
of friends.
what you'll find, honestly, in general, is that if you have a couple people who say something is, oh, you probably should have this, they're probably all saying it.
Yeah. Well, for example, we had a friend who wrote a book and she sent it out to alpha readers and everybody came back with the same thing. Or maybe not everybody, but she said
similar.
At least
and it was
5
like,
people
oh my
came
gosh,
back
that
with
was
the
so
same
helpful.
thing.
That's great. Then I know I have to fix that.
Yes.
So I think alpha readers should really, really be utilized.
I agree. So, but for this sake,
we're talking about ARCs.
We're talking about ARCs.
We're not talking about alpha reads.
We're not talking about alpha readers, but if you guys want that video, drop that in the comment section because we will totally talk about alpha reading, beta reading, and what should be required of each time and like each section of those because Annie and I have done both of those.
Well, but and also to know what your I would assume that if you've been chosen as an alpha reader, the author either knows you personally or the editor maybe even knows you or something, because I think they also know what you're good at and what you're looking for.
Yes.
Because what I'm going to find as an alpha reader is going to be different than a couple of other people. So
Absolutely.
I think if you had good alpha readers that could do good vibes, like they kind of like have different areas that they're good at pulling. I mean, man, if you can get a good alpha group together, then you know that they all have like different things that they look for.
Yeah.
Man, I think that would be gold.
So let us know if you guys want that. But for the sake of today's video, we're going to talk the majority about NetGalley,
and our experience with
NetGalley, and a couple caveats here. We have also received ARCs. Well, I specifically have received ARCs from the Nerd Fam. Mm-hmm. Nerd Fam does ebook as well as a physical copy.
Correct.
So if you want, their link will be down below. You can click on that and become a member of like their PR teams. And then you just go through and you select books, fill out the information, easy peasy. You get approved or you don't.
Correct.
That's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
If you're going to go through the author way, this is number 2 of a way that you can do this. You can go directly through an author, but you have to be in the know of when the author is sending out the ARCs. And this becomes a little bit harder.
Right.
Or you have to be friends with the author.
Correct. And I do think sometimes the ARC teams are, I think authors pick ARC teams a little bit different. You either have one that's just like, let me do a sign up and I'm going to send them all out. And then you have others who are like, if you get an ARC, it's because you're on their street team.
Yes. Or it's the, I'm being selective. So you have 3 ways of getting it from an author. If they're like, I only have so many. So I've seen a couple where they're like, I threw that into a lottery system and threw everybody's name in the wheel and I pulled from the wheel. Like, so it really just kind of depends on each author and what it is that you're getting from them and that kind of format.
Right.
So, but those are 2 ways of getting it. But right now, our favorite form is NetGalley.
Partially because it is, I mean, in all reality, it is the easiest.
It is.
It is the easiest to get into, as long as once you become a member and you start to choose arcs, you are consistently reading your arcs and putting your reviews in.
Yes. Do not, and I cannot express this enough because I did this and it really did a number on my numbers. Like it actually did some damage to my account for a while. If you go in and you mass spam by just selecting like 50 titles for books, one, you don't know if you're going to get them. Two, if all of a sudden you do get all of them, you've selected them. Like, obviously, there is no requirement that you have to do them, but your numbers will reflect if you don't.
Which is also important to note that it sucks because you don't get responses back immediately.
No,
so
they are slow to respond.
I think that's it's hard because you don't want to overwhelm yourself, but at the same time, you're going, I'm not guaranteed to get that. Sometimes you'll get a reply back the next day, and sometimes you get it a week to 2 weeks later.
Sometimes a month.
Like literally, I still sometimes get random ones back, and I was like,
I applied for that?
Yeah, there's no it's like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna talk about a couple pros and cons of NetGalley.
Yes,
and we'll kind of wrap that back in. I think.
So when you go on and you request it, you can put down what drew you to this book. Is it the cover? Is it the author? If you're doing an ALC, which is an advanced listener copy, they also do audiobooks, which is also very nice. So you can go through and mark if it's a narrator that you know, if the description was something that drew you in, was it the actual is there hype behind this book already that you saw, you keep hearing about it. So you go in and you select these things and you request the book, and then it's out in the ether and you get a response back someday.
Right.
And the thing is that some publishers will then send you a thing saying you've been denied for it.
True.
Or they don't respond at all.
Right.
And that kind of sucks because then you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
But this is one con that I have, is that there is no list telling you what books you've already applied for, and it doesn't tell you whether you received them or you were denied. This is one thing I would love for NetGalley to add.
I will add one more thing that I wish NetGalley would add. A lot of times you'll read like the first book and the second book has come out and you don't know. And it's really a bummer that I wish they had a way of tracking like, oh, this arc actually went out to this person
and they gave feedback.
And because you gave feedback, you get an email that says, because you gave feedback on this one, just
Here
so
is
you know,
book
this
2.
is available in ARC form. I think that, man, if they did that, I think that would probably be a game changer for NetGalley.
I also do too.
NetGalley.
I think
I actually think it would be a game changer for them. I think that would create a sense of return.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like this return.
It's like a little bit of an ROI.
Like a return customer in a way where you're kind of which I think they're lacking in that.
I would agree. That is something I also would love to have.
Yeah.
Because you don't get notified of books going on to NetGalley.
No.
You just have to go on periodically and check it.
Yeah, but it's all on you.
Yeah, it is all on you.
There is a
NerdFam does this really well. NerdFam will send out an email when they have a new book or the new PR campaign. So they're really good about sending out that information.
There's no marketing with them.
But there is no marketing with NetGalley.
Same time, I like it.
I do. I only get an email that says, here's your NetGalley checklist.
Because I think what it is kind of it's really on you.
They're
really not asking, they're not begging. It is
Nope.
all on you to go in there, find what you want to read. And I actually found a little trick that I liked. If you do, I think it's most requested. I think you can, there's a filter that's most requested. And then I go to the end. And then I go, let me see if there's anything, because you're more likely to get the ones that haven't been, they're like, oh, someone's requesting this. So it's you're not, I've gotten at the beginning, that's how I did the majority of the books arcs that I was reading, is because I was finding, okay, which ones aren't being requested? Let me go back.
Or what are still open for
which
request.
Ones, exactly. Which ones still look like they have promise, and someone just needs to read them. And
some
like,
of them are like have been out for like a year.
yeah,
One
like,
of the ones that we
sure,
got
you
that
can
you
find
will watch,
some-
there will be a review on soon. It literally is one that both of us were like, this has been released for over a year.
you can look them up by release date too.
Yeah.
Release date and the date they put it up on NetGalley. There's 2 different dates. You can do release date and then the date that it was like put up.
Yeah.
Then again, you can go to the very back end and see which ones are the oldest. And a lot of them are out. So it's like you can find these ones that have been out for,
for a while. And
6
that's a
months.
great way to build up your numbers. And when I
Totally.
say build up your numbers, your account has a ratio.
Yep.
Your ratio is the amount that you have been not requested, but the amount of books that you've been given to the amount that you have given feedback on.
Correct.
And your percentage is what matters. Right now, at the time of this, I'm sitting at a 52% completion rate. But I decided to mass request at the very beginning.
See, so did I. And I don't think mine's that. I don't know.
But you read faster than I do.
I know, but mine's not. I
mine was
still am
mucked.
not. My ratio is not that fantastic only because at the beginning I had a few that I just didn't
But you can give back feedback that you won't be finishing it or that you won't be completing a review on
correct.
it. If it's something
I did
you
that
would DNF.
a few times.
I highly recommend if you're going to do this, you have to be honest in your reviews.
Yeah, and please read the flippin' book.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of going out for a minute, right? Where it was like,
well, there was a huge book talk drama where a girl was like just using ChatGPT to go in and write a review for a book that she didn't actually read. She would like put the synopsis in and but like write me a review on this so that she could just get more arcs and then read the ones that she actually wanted to read. Don't do that.
I'm at 40%, but it's only because I have 19 books right now in my.
Yeah, you have a lot.
I just have a lot. I just have a lot right now that like have been given to me that I haven't fed back on yet. But that's just because I'm working on it.
I know, but you read faster than I do. I have a lot of like what I've completed versus what I still have.
Yeah.
And I'm working my way through that right now.
Totally.
And I've made it more of a priority to work on those instead of weird squirrelings that I had been doing the last little bit.
Yep.
So and make sure that you're picking books that you actually would want to read.
I honestly, that's like the hardest part. And I think also
not just ones that would be
what's
part of the
hard
hype.
is if you're a mood reader and all of a sudden you get all these fantasy books and you're going, oh crap, I'm kind of feeling contemporary.
Which is the slump that
and
we are in.
The hard part is
right
I
now.
have a full load of fantasy and I'm kind of just feeling like
I
like would really like I mean I'd really like just like a couple really good mafias. But I mean I will overload on that and then I'll want to get back into fantasy again. So
every time.
But at the same time, like you do have a little bit of like some date things that come up.
You have some leeway
when you're doing that, but they would like. I mean, if you want to try and read some stuff before it actually comes out, you got to be a little bit.
Yeah, you have to be a little bit on top of it.
You got to pay attention to like when the books are coming out and stuff.
Yep.
So,
which we have a couple of reviews that we will be pumping out over this next little bit because they have already been released.
Correct. And we've been given a bunch of books too. Yes. That we have some reviews coming out on, which I'm excited about.
Agreed. I'm very excited for them.
Yeah.
So when you're doing a NetGalley account, be cautious of your numbers because if your numbers aren't there, they won't. It's one of the reasons that they will deny you or they just won't do anything. And your feedback is really important. So you give a star rating, your review, and then the link to your review. Sometimes these books have not been put on Goodreads yet. And so you have to wait to actually give the feedback, which sometimes
well, no, you can if you want you can give it, but
we won't have the
you
links.
Just go back in and put the link in. If
you have to go back,
or you don't have to put the link in. I mean, for heaven's sakes, like it's. I do think that it's not all about like your review and linking it out. Like I think some of it is like literally like. They want. I mean, they're still trying to figure out if it's a good book or not.
It's true. So let's go through the scenario. You request a book, it comes in. You have the publication date, the date you downloaded it, and the archive date. These are important dates to note. The actual date of publication, if you are going to talk about it, you should put it in your video. If you're going to make a video about it or a post about it, make sure that you put coming out on, or put that you are an ARC reviewer and like thanking NetGalley or the publisher when you write your review. Your download date, that's just more of their recollection and like their records. And then you have the archive date. The archive date is so important. The archive date is the date that it will no longer be available through the NetGalley app or website.
So if you're going to download it, you need to have it downloaded before then.
And you can download it to multiple different places. You can, some of them do Kobo.
I actually like the way they have set up to download.
I do too, because you can send it directly to your Kindle.
The minute you click the little Kindle button, it sends it straight over. And it's like, okay, perfect.
Yep. I'm going to put a little info here, like a screenshot of what it looks like. So fun. That like you have like all the ways of downloading it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's so helpful because
I like it.
If it doesn't give me the option to download it on my Kindle, I'm like,
I know. I have to that means you have to read it in their app. And
which is fine.
I'm not against reading it in their app.
I am not either.
There's
formatting in the Kindle that I like better.
Agreed.
I like it a lot better.
You don't have as many choices in the NetGalley app for like font size, and it's usually tends to be smaller.
Yes.
Right? And so it's formatting.
Yeah. But then you also have ALCs, so the advanced listener copies. If you are getting an ALC through NetGalley, you have to listen through the NetGalley app. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no ways around it.
I feel like I just got a slam dunk.
Yep, I agree. I love getting ALCs.
Getting
it's
an
actually
ALC
one of my favorite
like
things in the world right now.
Yeah, like I'm completely down with that.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining that I have to listen to it in their app. So what?
Oh, shucks.
Oh, darn. You get to listen to a book that hasn't come out yet, and you got to, I mean, it's.
Yeah. So those are the options that are set before you, though.
Correct.
You can use those specific apps as shown before, or their app specifically, but you do have to use their app for the ALCs. If you do get an ALC, you have to be cautious of the archive date. If you have an ebook and you send it over to your Kindle, it's on your Kindle. It does not archive.
It doesn't.
It stays there forever.
But the ALC doesn't.
Yeah. If you do not get your ALC completed by the archive date, you no longer have access to it.
Yeah.
So at that point, you have to wait for it to come out and get it either through whatever streaming app you use. So then you'd have to use a credit or pay for it, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm just stating that is one way you would have to access it.
Yeah.
Versus the free copy that you had gotten as an ALC.
Right.
So those are the main ways of getting them.
Right.
And how we work with them. And we give all of ours the rating. So I get books, Annie gets books, and then we also have the podcast books, because why not? So we have a Blush and Burn account, so we both have access to it, and I'm actually really excited for these ones that we have coming up.
I am too, because they've given us some really great ones that I am pumped about, and
so excited.
I know everybody else is going to be pumped about, and so, and that's the name of the game, and honestly, like that's kind of what I'm here for. It's kind of like,
agreed.
Can I read a book that I can like literally rave about? Like give me a book I can rave about.
Absolutely.
I mean, I want to rave about your book.
Absolutely.
I want to tell people I could not put this down because of this.
Yep. This hooked me. This was the vibe.
Long.
Yeah.
For that. Like I want to have those books that I just love, and I mean,
Yep. So we've got a lot that will be coming at you in book review format. We do still have author interviews scheduled.
We have a bunch
all the way
actually.
Through the year.
We were like, hey, let's chill.
Let's just take it. Let's put like the author interviews on the back step.
We're definitely not chilling.
No.
I mean, give us a couple.
Not even close.
Like in another 2 weeks, it's gonna be like boom, 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 boom.
Yep. So between reviews and author interviews, those are the things to expect from us coming here, and they're gonna be coming at you quick.
Yep, they are.
So, will there be consistency? Hopefully. Are
you doubting our consistency?
No, I'm doubting
how
often we're getting them, because in all reality, while we have some, it's when are we getting them out to you, because we're going to try and get these to you before they get published. Unfortunately, the next 2 have already been published. One of them you guys already know about pretty strongly, and the other one I had never heard about until we got it. And then we've got more that we're just going to keep trying to filter through. So there may be a low point where we don't have any. And in that case, we'll talk about like bookish topics.
Well,
or
sometimes
things
if we
along
don't
those
have any,
lines.
maybe I have one too. Because
Yeah.
I mean, we both have some separate ones too. And you know
Absolutely.
what might be kind of fun is if we each have like a different arc and we can kind of tell the other person about the arc that we just did.
I like that. Where we can share an arc.
We can share because like I have some that I've read that
and I
you
have so
haven't.
many that you don't have.
And yeah, so maybe that might be kind of fun. And
I like that.
we can share them that way.
Yep. I like it. I like it. So keep an eye on all the social medias. Make sure you're following TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube, and we're going to have some really amazing things
coming up in the next couple months for sure.
Yep. It's going to be really great.
I mean, really all the way to the end of the year.
We have so much stuff to pack into the end of the year. Yeah. It's going to be great.
It'll be fun.
I hope you guys are ready. I hope I'm ready.
I know, it's going to be busy. It's going to be fine. It's going to be good. We're excited.
The anxiety kicks in just a smidge as you start talking
Mine's
about
not.
that.
I'm happy. Let's go.
Let's do this. Anyway, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, do all the things, and we will be back soon. Peace. That's it for today's episode on the Blush and Burn Books podcast, where we spread those pages and stir up all the feels. We hope you're walking away with a new book for your TBR, a smile, and maybe a little blush. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with your fellow book lovers. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for even more bookish fun. Until next time, keep those pages turning and stay bookish.